Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a brand new FanBoyPotion video, and today we finally return to the wonderful world of WWE 2K16. More specifically, WWE 2K16 Universe Mode. So, of course, last time we began our road to the next pay-per-view, which is, of course, going to be Money in the Bank, and today's show is absolutely stacked. Now, what I would love for you guys to help me out with is, of course, if you guys enjoyed today's Universe Mode and you want to see it continue on a weekly basis on Fridays, drop a like right below the video. Really helps me out a ton, so we'll stick to the once-a-week schedule going forward. Now, with that in mind, let's get to this week's matches. Now, there is, of course, a little bit of unfortunate news to report, and that was that, as you can see, now it has been actually confirmed. Dean Ambrose had suffered a minor injury during his match, and the doctors have since cleared him to continue competing. Again, I personally think Dean should lay off. And look, a lot of people said Daniel Bryan absolutely decimated Dean Ambrose last week, and he, quote-unquote, squashed him. I don't think that was a case of where, had Dean Ambrose been fresh and not challenged for the title then, I think Dean had a much better chances against Daniel Bryan. I just think going into the match again, now we know that it is confirmed. The guy was injured. He was injured because of the last man standing match. And then after that, in the match, he got injured furthermore. Now, of course, he's recuperated for a couple weeks here, recovered, and now he's back in action. Nonetheless, let's get to our matches of the night. As you can see, early in the night, Triple H comes out, and guess what he books? He books Seth Rollins versus The Big Show. He says, hey, Seth, you defeated Kane last week. That was impressive, but you're going to fight The Big Show tonight. Oh, wait. Not just The Big Show. Kane as well. Oh, wait. Not just Kane and The Big Show, but one of my personal favorites from NXT, one of my first homegrown talents of ever, or of all time, my favorite homegrown talent of all time, Tyler Breeze. And tonight, it is Big Show, Kane, and Tyler Breeze able to defeat Seth Rollins and then absolutely decimate him after. And it was Triple H who comes out after and just marvels at the handiwork that the three-man team representing the Authority here went ahead and put down. We then move on to our first qualifying match for the Money in the Bank matchup. It will be Sheamus versus Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd, 2 weeks back-to-back. First, he gives Brock Lesnar a run for his money, and tonight he was literally a second away from defeating Sheamus, which, of course, you could say about any matchup where the 3 count is consistent in. But Tyson Kidd, again, I think his stock has never been as high as it is right now. He is doing some of the best work of his entire career. Very close, but just a little short. And Sheamus secures himself a contract to compete for a contract at Money in the Bank. We then move on to Sin Cara versus Xavier Woods. Of course, Sin Cara representing the Lucha Dragons versus the New Day's Xavier Woods here tonight. He takes him down and he takes him out as Xavier Woods suffers a loss in the singles match. Even with the attempted involvement of both Kofi and Big E, it was Kalisto who was able to take down both men at once, allowing Sin Cara to buy just enough time to secure the victory against Xavier Woods. And then in the Divas division, or in the women's division, let's call it that, because I think that's a lot more appropriate. We have Brie Bella, of course, being sent into battle by her sister Nikki to take on Sasha Banks here tonight, and Sasha defeats her in a very, very interesting and back and forth matchup. Just an absolute insanely close, razor-thin contest. And speaking of contests that are razor-thin, tonight, it is rematch time for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We saw the match happen just a couple weeks back at Payback, where Roman Reigns had a hold of the ropes. He should have been out. The referee should have spotted that. And that footage has been reviewed over and over again. And even though John Cena is the next contender for the championship, it was Roman Reigns that demanded a rematch. He said that that was absolutely ridiculous. He had that in his contractual obligation, and he gets what he wants. Tonight, it's Brock versus Roman 2, or technically, I guess, 3, because we've seen it at WrestleMania before. Here we go. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line as Brock Lesnar goes one-on-one with Roman Reigns. This is gonna be a good one, ladies and gents, because we saw this on the pay-per-view show just 2 weeks back, and and now we get to see it right here on Raw. And these guys always, and I mean always, go at it. So this is going to be a fun match to see unfold. I'm very, very interested to see how this one goes between these two. So here we go. Here comes Roman Reigns. Let's do this. Of course, Roman Reigns coming into this match very frustrated because he believes that he really did not lose the match that he previously had with Brock Lesnar. He doesn't feel like he was defeated. He had a hold of the ropes, and the referee did not notice it, and Brock Lesnar got the 3 count as a result of that. He said, look, could I have kicked out? Maybe. He said, I'm not too sure about could I. That's why I got a hold of the ropes, because I couldn't let my body move at that point. But he says, it ain't my job to enforce the rules, and it should have been the referee who enforced the rules better than he did. Which is a very valid statement, and look, I gotta say, I agree with him, and I think that is why this match is happening. Whether you love him or you hate him, the Authority just simply could not deny the fans at this point from letting this match happen. They couldn't let John Cena supersede the spot and contend for the world title prior to Roman getting his rematch, both contractually, legally, but additionally to that, just the outrage of the fans was absolutely ginormous. So here we go. We have a heck of a main event. The WWE World title is defended right here on Raw, which it's been a little while since that has happened. So this is a very special occasion. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This thing's got a big, huge fight feel. Here we go. Let's do this thing. And Roman Reigns right away on the offense. Just acknowledging the fact that he has got to stay on Brock Lesnar. He has had plenty of in-ring time with Brock Lesnar. He has shared that squared circle with Brock for over 50 minutes in total. So he has got an incredible wealth of knowledge of how to exploit the weaknesses of Brock Lesnar. And again, let's just keep it this way. Roman Reigns ain't no slouch in there. He certainly can give anybody a run for their money. So we'll see what Roman can accomplish here, if he can get the job done here. Roman Reigns gets a hold of Brock Lesnar, and he's got him up and over. Tosses him right over the top there, does Roman Reigns. Now again, keep in mind, whichever guy wins this match will at Money in the Bank be defending the WWE World title against John Cena. And look at this now. It's Roman copying, well, I guess you could say copying Brock Lesnar's style with these suplexes after suplexes, just delivering an kind of incredible amount of suplexes to Brock Lesnar. This is pretty impressive, I gotta say. And another one! The belly-to-belly suplex just landing over and over and over again for Roman Reigns, who lands a big right hand, and then another one, and he has stunned the beast. Brock Lesnar has not been able to get rocking and rolling here. Roman Reigns in the early get-go making big plays already, but Brock is getting back up. I don't think Roman knows what he's got to do. And this is the kind of space that Roman does not want to give Brock Lesnar, because as soon as you create space, this is what happens to you. Brock Lesnar with that huge side slam there. And just the kick right to the lower back there of Roman Reigns. And now Brock's got some plan here. It looks like, well, nothing too fancy. Just a good little stomp to the gut, and then he's got his legs wrapped up around the neck of Roman Reigns just to go ahead and cut off the circulation. Obviously, that allows Roman Reigns to slow down the pace of the match, which I think is what Brock really wants. Brock is, as much as he has good endurance, I don't think he's particularly known for high-paced cardio, so I think Roman was trying to get him into that deep water and kind of get him there quickly, but now Brock has slowed down the pace of the match and is just able to be the authority that we're used to seeing in that ring. And look at this now, Brock Lesnar using nothing but pure strength there on Roman Reigns. Not a lot of technique there or any particular, special delivery, but look at that. Speaking of special delivery, the beautiful clothesline there from Roman Reigns, who now goes to the submission, which is kind of interesting. We don't really see all that many different competitors go for submissions on Brock Lesnar. Not something that we typically see, which, hey, maybe that is something that Roman has spotted in the kind of a chink in the armor of the beast that is Brock Lesnar, so you never know. Uh-oh. Brock's head just bounces off that canvas, and interestingly enough, Roman Reigns, very, let's just say, not really the typical Roman Reigns that we've seen. He's a very, very frustrated performer right here. You can see he is just absolutely, the submission as he was delivering that, I mean, he's raking the eyes. The referee's not seeing that on the angle. There he's doing it again. Ref, get over there, dude. What is he doing? The referee is not seeing this. Roman Reigns is like pulling on the eye and the eye socket of Brock Lesnar. I mean, don't get me wrong, I ain't the biggest fan of Brock, but you just don't want to see the match end this way, or especially because, again, the eye is such a sensitive part of the human body. And look at this now, Brock is about to deliver some suplexes. He was not happy about that. Oh, and Roman Reigns is ragdolled around that ring. Like, seriously, the way that Brock Lesnar makes it look when he suplexes some of these guys, it looks like he is literally just tossing a bunch of pillows. It is insane how strong this dude is. Look at this, though. Roman Reigns kicking out at one. At one, Roman Reigns kicks out, which is pretty interesting. Uh-oh. And Roman's getting ragdolled again. Look at this now. Oh, and the inside out, a gut wrench slam there from Brock Lesnar. And now Brock's going for some big here. Oh, and again, another rake to the eyes by Roman. That is ridiculous. Referees got to pay attention to that pure instinct there from Brock Lesnar. Able to react and just catch Roman Reigns coming in. I literally don't know how he did that because, again, he was raked on the eyes. So you know that he didn't have good vision. And look at this again. Roman Reigns making a quick adjustment. The fans, though, certainly are not liking the actions of one Roman Reigns here. They are not particularly happy with him. And look at this now. Roman setting some big. Oh, he goes for the Superman punch and again gets countered into a suplex. My goodness, this has been a heck of a series of events here between these two. Oh, and the armbar. The armbar from Brock Lesnar. Very, very interesting positioning here for Roman Reigns. We'll see what he can do here. I'm very, very intrigued to see if he can get out of this thing. Uh-oh. Here we go. Yep, he kicks out. Or moves out, I guess. Oh, and the Superman punch right to the temple of Brock Lesnar. And another attack there from Roman right to the eye. Dropping those fists right to the eye of Brock Lesnar. And another stomp there. Man, this is a very different Roman Reigns than we've seen before. Very, well, first of all, I think he's getting frustrated, which is probably not a good thing. I think Roman should really be staying on Brock Lesnar. My goodness. And Roman is just absolutely furious with Brock. This is a very, very weird situation to see, seriously, because, again, we've never seen this Roman Reigns before. He typically does not have this type of a wrestling style. I mean, this is not what we see. Again, you could say that, look, this is what you got to do when you're facing against Brock Lesnar, but you got to be honest. Again, the other problem is that, look, Brock wasn't the one that made the referee miss the count, and that's what Brock Lesnar has said. He said, look, it's not, just like Roman has said, it's not his job to inflict the rules. What the heck? The title has been successfully retained by Brock Lesnar? I was on my own story, and I didn't even realize what had occurred there. Oh, look at this, though. Roman Reigns. Let's take a replay there. Was that off the German suplex there? Was that off the German suplexes? That was very peculiar. So, yeah, there's the final series right there. Roman Reigns in trouble. Brock's got him. This is where he covers him, correct? Yeah, you can see Roman's definitely in La La Land. The hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Tonight was very much the battle of the suplexes. It seemed like we just kind of had to see who could last the longest. And what's this? Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is screaming. He's screaming. Who counts like that? Wow. So Roman believes that was a quick count. He believes that the referee had counted too quickly. and he is furious. He is just absolutely destroying the ringside area here. Brock Lesnar is calling him back into the ring, but my goodness. All right, this is a pretty intriguing situation between these two, that's for sure. But I don't know. I guess we're going to have to take a look at it again. I don't know if the count there was too quick or not, but maybe Roman has some point to it, but that would be obviously twice that he's been screwed over by the referee. Brock Lesnar has successfully defended the WWE World Heavyweight Championship with an aggressive win, and WWE World Heavyweight Championship is still around the waist of Brock Lesnar after 7 weeks. Wow. A very weird turn of events in that matchup. I have to say, just the nature of the match itself, very weird vibes throughout. Roman Reigns going for those eye rakes over and over and over again behind the referee's back. A very different strategy from Roman, something that I don't think any of us really expected. I think he really should have stuck to those suplexes that were working early on. I think if he stuck to that, but I think he got frustrated because, again, even when he was able to deliver a series of those, Brock Lesnar jumps right back in, counters, and the German suplex party began. And it was, 14 German suplexes, I believe, that he was hit with in this match, which is insane. And that obviously wore its toll on the body of Roman Reigns, who believes that that was a quick count, and he should not have been the, I guess, loser of that match. Well, nonetheless, we have to move on to SmackDown, and we'll see the fallout of the events of Raw, of course, on next week's show, hopefully. And we kick things off with Natalya versus Emma in the opening contest of the night, as the women's of the WWE put on, the women's division of the WWE is getting better and better and put on a spectacular opening match between Emma and Natalya. Very game matchup. First, we had Brie versus Sasha on Raw, insanely cool. And then now, Natalya and Emma keep that particular stock higher and higher. Here we go. Fandango competes against a local talent in Jim Taxi, who actually secures himself a victory after the distraction to Fandango by one Santino Marella. Those two have been going at it in back and forth backstage segments, so a little bit of a goofy scenario there, but Fandango loses to just the local talent in Jim Taxi. We then move on to the Bella Army in Nikki Bella and Brie Bella taking on Team Bad, Naomi and Tamina. And tonight it is Nikki and Brie who are able to get a victory and get themselves back in the winning column. Very important for them to gain that momentum because, of course, Nikki has now officially been put into a contest against Sasha Banks after that victory by Sasha against Brie. Sasha is getting a rematch against Nikki Bella at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods from the New Day are putting on an interesting clinic in the early get-go of tonight's tag team contest, but it was Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, the primetime players, who secured the victory at the end of this whole thing, creating a very interesting kind of flow in the tag team division. Of course, we know that the Lucha Dragons are number one contenders, but it is primetime players who have put up a very, very strong stake and claim to be added to that match. So we'll see if that occurs or not, and we will have to find out as we get closer, of course, to the actual show. And then in our main event of the evening, no, we're not doing, again, Daniel Bryan versus The Big Show. That is not happening. It is not happening at all. It is going to be, ladies and gentlemen, the returning Cesaro versus Luke Harper. So Cesaro, of course, finally making his return here tonight to SmackDown. He's been away for a couple weeks after his match with Bray Wyatt. Very, very physical contest there. He had to recuperate for a little while there. Was out doing the rehab and such. But now he's back, and he's back with a vengeance because, of course, this is a very special match because it's not just an ordinary SmackDown main event where we see two very, very, very intriguing athletes go at it, but the winner of this match qualifies for the Money in the Bank, which of course means that right now we have Sheamus in that match, and by the end of tonight, it will be either Cesaro or Luke Harper added to that contest as well. So there he is, Cesaro, still in an unbelievable shape. As always, this guy just ridiculously strong and in unbelievable shape almost year-round, I would imagine. So here we go. Here comes Luke. Of course, I did talk to Cesaro after his loss to Bray Wyatt. He told me, look, it was something that I really should not have put myself into. He said, look, I was not in a position to compete against Bray Wyatt that night, but I just wanted to get my hands on the guy. And he said, at this point, I gotta just, when I have to, I'll get to the situation and attack. But if I don't have to attack, you can betcha that I ain't going for these guys any longer. That's essentially what he told me, is that he's no longer going to allow his emotions to dictate rational decision-making. Look at this, though. This match has not even started yet. The big right hand there from Cesaro, and the fans cannot believe this. He tears off the jacket of Luke Harper and tosses it into the crowd, and the fans are going wild. So even though Cesaro told me that he was not going to be emotional in his feud and his rivalry with the Wyatt family, certainly doesn't seem that way. He doesn't even allow this match to get started, as he is just absolutely on the attack here against Luke Harper. And he's got Luke in all kinds of trouble early before this match has even begun. Oh, Luke Harper meets the stairs. Stairs meet Luke Harper. Luke Harper meets stairs. Oh my goodness. And Cesaro is very, very much intent on dealing a lot of damage to, Luke Harper here. My goodness, that knee right to the spine. Driven right to the spine of Luke Harper. And Cesaro is just screaming at Harper, saying, is this really what you wanted? Because, of course, Bray Wyatt has said that that's his entire goal, was to unleash Cesaro. And he realistically has only made it better by being able to get this greater version of Cesaro out of Cesaro. And look at this now. Here we go. These two are still brawling, and the match just cannot actually get started. And the referee decides to disqualify the contest. He disqualifies the match. But whoa, wait a minute. Who goes into the Money in the Bank then? Wait. But okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to figure that out. We're gonna get to the management and see what Triple H and Stephanie and the rest of the authority decide about that match. I'm sure they're not happy because, well, their SmackDown main event has been ruined by the actions of one Cesaro. So we'll see what happens there. But okay, well, we're getting a live report here, and it seems as though Triple H has just confirmed via an email that he sent that Cesaro is going to be suspended effective immediately, and Luke Harper will be granted entry into the Money in the Bank match as he did not do anything wrong? I mean, really? Dude, how much more biased can you be? Well, I guess it's not really my place to comment on that, but Cesaro is suspended immediately, which is... okay, well, we'll see how that will unfold, I guess. Nonetheless, ladies and gents, of course, I hope to see all of you lovely folks here next week on Friday as we continue our very, very epic WWE Universe Mode storyline. We'll see where things go. Of course, we have our World Championship match already set. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar is going to be taking place at Money in the Bank. Nikki Bella will be defending her title against Sasha Banks. And on top of all that, of course, there is going to be the Money in the Bank matchup, which right now has Sheamus and Luke Harper as competitors within it. And we'll see who else gets added to the fold. As always, guys, have an absolutely fan-flippin-tastic day. I hope to see all of you lovely folks here next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.